Hey guys, thanks for jumping on another one of these how-to videos. This one's a little bit different. I'm going to do a bit of a comparison video. If you're anything like me, you put off replacing hardware for as long as you possibly can. You can't justify spending the dollars if it still works, right? If it still works, fine. Why fix what ain't broke? But as a little bit of an early Christmas present, we've splashed out. We've gone and got ourselves the Thumper Max Dual Air Compressor Mk II from Kings. I'll put some pricing detail up here. They're very, very affordable. Also, if you're going to get it, you may as well splash out and grab the 3-in-1 Tyre Inflator as well. And I'll explain why in a minute. And it's probably one of the fundamental reasons why we went for this upgrade over our existing system. Anyway, what I'm going to do is a bit of a comparison video. I'll show you our old school Thumper, which we've had for, I don't know, it feels like 10 years. I'll show you that. I'll show you how it operates. I'll time how long it takes to get our tyre up from, I don't know, I'll drop it down to 15 PSI and I'll bring it all the way back up to 40. I'll time it, and then I'll do the same thing with the Thumper Max Dual Air Compressor Mk II, and we'll see how it goes. Hey, we'll do the comparison, see if it's worth it in the end. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll do a quick unboxing of the Thumper, show you what comes in the box. I'll open up the 3-in-1 Tyre Inflator, show you what comes in the box, and we'll go from there, hey? Stay tuned. Righto, wow. That was pretty low, right? 15 PSI is pretty low, but 4 minutes, it's a long time. You multiply that by the 4 tyres plus the changing and things, it's going to be 15-20 minutes of your time at least to do all 4 tyres with the old Thumper. Now, don't get me wrong, this thing has been with us for years and years, and we absolutely love it, right? Particularly considering the price point. I think it cost us less than $100 at the time, so really can't complain. And the thing still works, right? I will admit, by the time it gets around to the 4th tyre, she's struggling, it's getting hot, all those kinds of things. But I'm excited now. We got the dual. I'm gonna get this bad boy out, hooked up to the battery under the hood. We'll see how it goes, hey? I'm expecting at least half the time. All right, let's see how we go. Alright, included in the box is the user manual. Not a huge amount of detail in there. What is it? 5 or 6 pages. We've got the included hose, which is wrapped up. It's a really nice hose. It's like it feels like it's a silicone, probably you know, heat resistant type of arrangement. Very flexible feeling hose. A bit nicer, I think, than the one that came with our old compressor, but I'll compare the two in a minute. I'll just measure it out, get a feel for how long it is. 8. So that's the included 8-meter hose. Now, we haven't ordered the pack that brings, you know, that includes the bag or anything like that, or the extra extension hose. We didn't figure we'd need it. This, our other Thumper has the 8-meter hose, and it's been more than long enough to service the caravan and everything all at once. Righto. It also comes with a gauge with the quick connect on it, and your tyre valve connection adapter there, which would screw on here, right? And it gives you an inline gauge. That's the included gauge. You can see it's got a cable on it. This feels like it might only be about 2 meters long, and it's got the alligator clips for connecting directly to your battery. It's a pretty heavy gauge cable there. Just to note, I think in the specs I read online, it can draw up to 90 amps. So you do want to make sure you get a good connection. If you're hardwiring it in, make sure you use an ample fuse or circuit breaker and heavy duty enough cable, because it's pretty power hungry. I highly recommend connecting it to your starting battery and run in your car when you're running these compressors. Believe me, we found out the hard way. Righto, and most importantly and very handy to have are these extra little inflator tools for pumping up the footy and what have you. Don't lose those. They just come in a little baggie here in the bottom of the bag in the box, so don't lose those. Alright, well, not much to this, right? That's all that comes in the package. The inflator tool, which has a trigger, which I'm not too sure about, right? Because it just means you got to stand there and hold the trigger down, but we can come back to that. And the tyre valve connector, which I'm pretty excited about. The idea here is that, in my understanding, and we'll see if it works when we get out and run a test, is releasing the trigger increases the pressure at the compressor. The compressor has a overpressure shutoff, and it will shut off the power to the compressor automatically, which means the gauge will be accurate and show you your actual tyre pressure. And that was one of the big reasons for the upgrade to this tool, is to save us having to go back and forth between the compressor, turn it off, check our inline gauge to see what pressure our tyres are actually at. So let's see if it all works, hey? Well, there you have it, eh? That was significantly quicker, more than twice as fast, which is what I had anticipated. It's a new compressor. It's twice the size. I don't know what the capacities are or anything like that. You can look it up online, but worth the money, I think. It's going to save us a lot of time airing up. What I'm going to do is I'll probably install it in the same way I have with the old one, in the back on the parcel shelf there, hardwire it in to make it even quicker to access. Getting the tyres up and down just means that you're going to do it more consistently, which means you're going to drive safer and have a much better time. Anyway, this is all in preparation of our big trip to South Oz this Christmas. We're only 10 days away from heading off on the road. We'll be doing some sand dune driving in Coffin Bay and Lincoln National Parks and things like that. So be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe, stay tuned for all the action. South Australia trip, Christmas 2024. We'll see you in the new year. Rock and roll.